How y'all doing today? So today I got our 95 Toyota Camry. This car has been in my family for about, I don't know, I think it's about 20, let's see, it's 19, be 24 years, right? Yeah, 24 years. Actually, I think they got it in fall of 94, brand new. So it would have been 25 years. Check my math on that, but I think I'm right. So this fall will be 25 years. I'm only 18 years old. So just to give you some perspective, I rode home in the back of that car from the hospital after I was born. So that just shows you kind of the connection I have with this car. I learned to drive in this car. You know. Yeah, but you know, just to go over kind of the quirks and features of it, I want to show it to you because we're thinking about selling it, and I'd like to kind of have this video and for the future just to kind of remind me of it. It's kind of a, almost, to me it looks purplish exterior, although I think the correct term for the paint is taupe. It's got 13-inch rims. They're steel wheels. You can see the body. It's got a little rust here and there, but it's not bad. Let me go ahead and hop inside here. We had to replace the door handles on both sides because they broke during a really cold winter here. We live in Ohio, so the weather can turn pretty quickly. You can see that inside door handle also broke not too long ago, as well as this one. That one, they're both not color matched. This one looks pretty close, but I don't think it's right. It looks almost kind of gray. They're just aftermarket cheap fixes. But to just kind of go over the features of this car, you know, it's been a really, really good car. It's just very reliable. It gets pretty good gas mileage, even for the mileage, which, let me zoom in here so you can see that for a second. 357,000 miles. No, you're not just seeing that. That's the actual mileage on this car. 357,000 miles. And again, we've had this car in our family for 25 years, I think I said earlier. That's if my math's not wrong, and I don't think it is. And it's been just a wonderful car. Original engine, original 4-speed automatic transmission. This one has the 2.2 liter inline 4-cylinder engine, 16 valves, you know, that whole thing. It's just a really good car. This thing's a champ. It's been in an accident, a front end collision. When I was about 3 years old, my mom rear-ended somebody. It was one of those where you just had to replace the radiator and a couple of the body panels. I think the hood, probably the bumper and the grill, maybe the fenders, although I don't think they had to do that. Probably the headlights too. The airbags did not go off. But this is, you know, even after that, I think that car probably at the time, I mean, it would have been what? You know, 03, that's 8 years old. Well, if it were fall of 03, it would have been 9. So, 9 years old. I don't know what time of year it was. I'm just going to say you're 9 years old. It's lasted way beyond that. So that goes to show, even if a car's been in a minor accident, and you're thinking about buying a car like that, there is really, unless they didn't do it right, which if you get a good mechanic and they get it up on the lift, and you can see where they would have cut corners as far as, you know, frame, if there's frame damage or whatnot. That's where you might want to stay away if there was real frame damage. But a car like this, airbags didn't go off. You had some minor body work damage. Radiator had to be replaced. This car is fine. It still runs great. I'm going to take it for a spin here with y'all in a second. I'm going to just show you the rest of the car first. So I'll just turn it on here. I'm getting a little warm. Put the key in the ignition. Turn it on. Fire it up. You can See all the lights in the dash. This is an aftermarket stereo we put in just because the old stereo was a little obsolete for the times. You wanted Bluetooth, and my dad put it in because he drove this car up until about this past winter when he just got his truck, I think around New Year's. So we're going to turn this on. Fires right up like a champ. I mean, even with all those miles, it's really just in great shape. Like I said, 4-speed automatic, 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine. I'm going to pop the hood. I'm going to take you all up front and show you under there. The hood release doesn't always release, so we got to get it again. See if it does it this time. Sometimes you have to get it from the corner here. That time either. Try it again. It's not the first time it's done that. I can tell you, sometimes it's a pain in the rear. There it is. Alright, and this hood is heavy and the shocks no longer work. 2 of them. I mean, imagine they're probably replaced when that accident happened, but they're still bad. Anyway, 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine. Leaks a little oil. The radiator actually leaks a little bit from time to time. Has an exhaust leak. Battery was just replaced. You can see right there. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's not the cleanest thing ever. It's got a little oil around here, and that's why the belt sweeps, because the oil actually kind of leaks onto there a little bit. But it's really not in bad shape at all. The power steering works great. I mean, we've never had an issue. AC blows ice cold, and I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, the numbers for the engine, I think, are 128 horsepower and 145 foot-pounds of torque. My memory serves me correct. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it gets the job done just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the hood here. We're going to take it for a little spin. Actually, let me show you the back seat first. Back seat, as you can see, is a little bit tight. I mean, I'm about 6 foot, and sitting behind myself, you can see my knees do hit the seat in front of me. It is soft, the seat in front of me, so that's not bad. But you can put probably an average-sized man, which is I think about 5'9", fit back here just fine. The headroom is a little tight. You can probably see me there in the mirror. The headroom is a bit tight too, but there is a sunroof in this car, so maybe if you didn't get one with the sunroof, it'd be a little better. I don't know. Sometimes that is the case with cars, but this one is really in good shape. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the trunk before we take it for a little spin here. Let me get that undone. Okay, so here's the trunk. Yeah, it's not in the best of shape. There's some shit back here. I don't know. I think this is a kit, and that's, you know, jumper cables for when the other battery was kind of going out. We had this thing parked for about 6 months, and so when we need to move it, we'd have to jump it. So we just had them back here. Haven't used it since. And it's got a full spare tire and jack back here. I believe this is for the tire, what do you call them, lug nuts. So, and that there, you see that's an old axe handle. We use that to hold up the hood. Actually, it works great. With the hood struts not working anymore, so we're gonna go ahead and take it for a little spin. I'll show you guys all that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put my seatbelt on, safety first. Sorry about that. Probably a little shaky camera action. Guys, just keep in mind, this is probably my first, it's my second video I'll be posting. So please give me some feedback on what you might want to see, what you think I should change about the videos. But again, I'm gonna try and focus on my driving here and not on the camera so much. So if it kind of shakes or you're looking at the, you know, the ground for an extended period of time, I do apologize about that. But I'm gonna attempt to drive with one hand here, and you know, of course I'm gonna try and not look at the camera and focus on what I'm doing, which of course is important. So again, shift great, you know, power, it's fine, everything's there. Let's turn the lights on so you can kind of see the camera. I don't think you can with it off, but and this is just an awesome car. I'm gonna have to take it around the block here. Just kind of listen to it. There is a bit of a rattle going on. I'm not sure what that is. It could be the tire in the back. It might not be secured down so well. Don't know what that is, but so I'm going to go ahead and talk about the handling while we're here, going into a few corners. We're going to be going down a hill, kind of a windy hill. So handling in this car, believe it or not, it really isn't that bad. It's not great. I mean, it's a Camry, and most Camrys are not known for their handling. But with that being said, this is a pretty, I mean, steering is adequate. It's not, it doesn't really have much feedback or anything, but I mean, it's getting through this corner just fine, and it's very light steering. Be careful, there's a person right there, but I mean, handles just fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Yeah, it's getting through that just fine. Good. Gotta stay on your own side of the road there. Yeah, but pretty good. Definitely not the best handling car you can get. You don't buy this car if you're looking for a fun car to drive. It's really not. It's really not fast at all. It's rather slow, to be honest. I could do a little pull here. I'm not going to do a full 0 to 60. Maybe I will, I don't know. But I'll do a little pull here at this next stop sign. It's a little straightaway. So I'll show you all that. You'll see it's really not the fastest car in the world. It's about, what was that, 12 seconds to 60, which is fine. I mean, it's really comical to me to take this thing to 60 miles an hour full throttle when it's got 357,000 miles on it and it's this old. But I mean, like I said, this thing is a champ. I could probably do that a million times and it's still fire right up and keep running. So I gotta pay attention here and be careful when I'm trying to pull out. Car shifts just fine. Everything smooth as could be. I'm gonna shut up for a while and let you guys listen, and then when we get back, which will be in probably about 5 or so minutes, maybe less, I might edit some of this out. Y'all in the video there quickly, so it doesn't drag on for too long. We're already got 14 minutes. Good God. Sorry about that, guys. Next time I'll try and make it a little shorter so it's not giving you a million ads on YouTube, which I know can be annoying. I'll go ahead and shut up. Let you guys just listen to it. highway ride on this car is actually, even for how old it is, it's still pretty quiet. Not the quietest, not like my Lexus, but I mean, compared to even some newer cars, it's still pretty quiet. And the ride is actually pretty good too. It's really pretty softly sprung. I mean, it's a Toyota Camry, so that's how they pretty much all are. Maybe the new ones aren't like that. I don't know. I haven't ridden them, but I know every Camry I've ridden in is pretty softly sprung, and this one is definitely no exception. So, sorry about that. I don't want to freak people out with holding my phone up like I'm texting and driving, so I'm not trying to, see me put it down. That's probably the reason why. Either that or, what the hell is this guy doing? He's on the other side of the road. Probably trying to miss that, maybe. Anyway, yeah. I mean, great car. I can't speak more strongly about this car. I mean, it really is a testament to Toyota and the great things that they have done to put engineering into this. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this car as far as reliability is concerned, and really just an all-around good car. I mean, you see people driving these BMWs and Mercedes, and don't get me wrong, I love BMWs. I think they're cool. I think, I'd love to own one someday. I drive a Lexus, and I'd love to get an experience of a BMW, or I'd like to drive maybe an Acura at some point. That'd probably be my next car. An Acura or a Honda, just to get like the feel like an Accord or a TL. But this car is an awesome car, and now that I'm home, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna thank you all for tuning in today, and I will hopefully see you all next time. And please let me know, give me feedback on how I did. I know, this is my first few videos, so it's not going to be pretty. I understand that, but hopefully I'll get better, and I appreciate any feedback that y'all have, negative or positive. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Take care.